Hello everyone, I am Refresh, and today we are going to go over 2 more resource packs of mine that I'm going to share with you. So let's get right into it. So, quick question, if you take a look at the fence that I'm holding, I want to ask, how many fences are in my hand? Not in my inventory, in my hand. Personally, I think the answer is 2. I think that's pretty strange. We have 2 fence posts there. In order to get this in game, you need 2 different fences like this. There's kind of the nubs that come out too, but we're not really concerned about that. And I think that's pretty strange, especially because walls in the inventory look a lot like this. And just to show you, if we search all of them up, not like that, they all show what would effectively be one wall block. But if you look up a fence, just like any of the rest of my inventory, they don't really match that. They match something that you get from 2, which is if you have 1 fence, you can't even make it look like that, which is very, very strange. And I guess I understand, kind of the classic, what you imagine like a fence, but it is a little bit inconsistent. So instead, we can have maybe look a little bit more like this, which would match the wall. And so here we are with the single block fences resource pack. And if you're hoping to be wowed, this is it. It is making it so that when you hold the fence in the inventory, it now looks more like this, which is much more accurate to what you are getting from each fence item, and it also makes it consistent with the wall block. So yeah, that is basically all that this resource pack does. It is a very small change, as you've seen me do a few times now, but I personally think it's a little bit more consistent, and I like it, and maybe you do too. But if not, there's another pack I'm going to show you, so let's quickly turn that on. Alright, our fences are the normal shape again, but they do look a little bit different in appearance. If you look at the wooden ones, you'll see that these no longer have the plank texture. They've been modified. So this is the Smoother Wood Products resource pack. And so let's pick these up. But we can also get a better look over here. So if you take a look, basically the fences in vanilla have the same appearance as planks, like here with the lines of planks being put together, but that's really strange for fences because of course they are made with planks, and so that part makes sense, except that's just not what you would expect from a fence in real life. And also I think just doesn't make it work really well with other things that you might choose to do with fences. And so we can get more into that. With here, it matches a little bit more with the stripped log texture. And there's a few different packs that, oh, look at that interesting generation. There we go. There's a few different resource packs that are going to make your fence post match stripped logs. This is kind of like that, but it's not at the same time. And when I put these side by side with a few different things, you will see what I mean. But these, while they in appearance match the strip logs much better, they do not actually take that color scheme. So they still retain the color scheme of their plank counterparts. So that should keep them a little bit more faithful to that. And also this comes with fence gates, and I'm gonna have to drop all of these real quick. Also, one other thing, buttons. So buttons will no longer have that strange line in the middle of it from where the plank is. Instead, they will be one smooth piece, like this. And so here you go. Yeah, they don't look like you just took a weird chunk out of the middle of the oak plank texture. Now they are their own, piece of wood. And so that is what is happening here. Also been done for the bamboo button, which doesn't have the changes applied for the fences because that's already unique. But yeah, and so you can see if you just walk around the village, there's a few different examples of what this looks like in oak. So here we are in our test world, where I have laid out all the fences and the fence gates, the strip logs, and the buttons. So as you can see, each of our fence gates has the smoother texture. All the buttons are a lot smoother as well. And I could turn this off in a second so you can get reminded of what it looks like in vanilla. that would be this. So of course our gates and our fences and our buttons all have these lines in them, which is a little bit strange. It makes sense for the planks block, but not really for this. As you can see them next to the stripped log. So in a lot of the cases, it looks to be a very similar color scheme. I think it stands up the most with something like Jungle, where you see the stripped log has this green in it. That is not the case with this texture here. Instead, it is more like the planks, which does not have that green in it. Dark oak as well stands out in, and the cherry, I would say, is it's a little bit more full in color here, a little more saturated in the strip log. And so as you can see, the textures here are more reflective of the planks than the strip log. Now that we have the textures back on, is if I grab each of these fences, you will see that now they all have the single block inventory look from before. And that's because I had activated both resource packs, and to do this you have to have the single block fences resource pack above the smoother wood products pack, and that will make these work together quite well. And so that concludes everything I have to talk about these two resource packs. So as you can see, they're fairly similar in the types of things that they mess with, and so that's why I'm doing them together. But yeah, that is about it. So if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then I'm going to ask two quick things of you. The first is to leave a like on the video if you liked what you saw. The second thing is to subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more, because there will be more to come, more resource pack tweaks, more data pack stuff, and other things along the way coming soon. And after you've done all that, I would like to tell you to look in the description, and there you will find a link to both of these resource packs and some more information on their download pages. And so you can play with these yourself and try them out. So that is it, and so once again I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, have a good one. Bye.